All right, here we go. Dave, Detroit, Michigan, WJR Country, go.
Hey, Mark. Mark, I want to know why people on the hard right are opposed to taxing the top 1%. When that's the way it was for 60 years or so. There's no evidence of the last 8 years that it's actually helped the economy, and we know.
Gee, I've never heard these arguments before. Let's address this on several levels. What is the moral justification for throwing the Constitution out the window and attacking anybody based on their wealth? Where does that come from?
You're asking me why is it constitutional that we would?
No, it's not. I'm asking you why you throw the Constitution out the window and talk about this top 1%. I'm asking you the morality behind it. What is your justification?
Justification is that I like the world I lived in. That's how it was for 60 years, Mark.
Hey, pal, let me educate you something. We have over 100% of the gross domestic product in debt right now, and I'm not even counting unfunded liabilities. Is that the way it was for 60 years?
No, because we took...
No, it wasn't. And if we take 1% of all the money away from the people who earn 1%, the government runs for 2.5 months. Why are you chasing butterflies? Don't you understand what the problem is, pal? It's not class warfare. It's not soaking the rich. They are destroying our country, and that means you. What is it going to take to get it across to you?
Both people from the left and right, that's where we're losing.
I don't care about left and right crap, pal. I'm talking about the facts. The facts. Your little world, you got things boxed in. There's the left, there's the right. What's the problem with 1%? I'm telling you the problem. It addresses nothing. And since you didn't earn it, why is it any of your business?
These last 8 years...
Right, get out of here. I can't take it. Sounds like Bill Kristol. What's another one? The guy earns $1 million. Let's say he earns $1 million, ladies and gentlemen, working on a new vaccine or new surgical procedure. That $1 million is more valuable than whatever this jerk earns who called me on the phone. But that's not even the point. He's chasing butterflies. We can confiscate every penny from the top 1%. It runs the federal government for 2.5 months. Then where are we? I just talked about Obamacare. It's crushing us. Has nothing to do with millionaires and billionaires. What's going to happen to you? What's going to happen to your care? What's going to happen to the availability of doctors and hospitals and hospital beds? Has nothing to do with class warfare. And that jerk calls up, and where is he? Class warfare. That's part of the population that cannot be reached through reason. Period. Period. Because he's sitting there thinking somebody has more than I do, and why should they? It's always been that way for 60 years. No, it hasn't. Wasn't that way before. I mean, how did the country survive before 60 years ago? It's amazing. America didn't begin until the New Deal. Have you noticed that? There was no America before the New Deal. People were starving. They never had health care. They didn't have clothing. They didn't have a roof over their head. They didn't know how to transport themselves. America didn't exist until Franklin Roosevelt and the New Deal. That's what guys like that tend to argue. And they don't know what they're talking about. You know, electricity was invented before the New Deal. Gasoline was refined and used before the New Deal. The flush toilet actually was invented before the New Deal. Same with our sewage systems, before the New Deal. Can you believe that? Telephone lines were strung before the New Deal. The car was invented before the New Deal. Trains came into being well before the New Deal. So did airplanes. Did I tell you about that? It's true. So much existed before the New Deal. It's amazing. I admit, not Social Security, not big government, not all the rest, but all the things that make our lives livable. The assembly line came before the New Deal. Did you know that? Did you know that, Mr. Producer? The Industrial Revolution, that created more wealth for more people than any economic revolution on the face of the earth. That came before the New Deal. So now we have government, which is deindustrializing America, which is destroying wealth creation. And this guy is obviously a child of government. And that's the problem. So many of our fellow citizens are. They sit back and they sit there eating their potato chips, and they're sitting on their sofa watching whatever they're watching, and they're saying, why should that guy make more than I do? It's just, and the Republican politicians, they don't know how to respond. Respond with the truth. Don't be defensive. Don't hide. No, you don't have to respond like me. I'm not running for office. But you know what I mean. The truth, the facts, the situation. Obamacare isn't going to screw millionaires and billionaires. It's going to screw you and the poorest among us, hourly wage earners. They're not going to put in 30 hours anymore because it's unaffordable. Full-time jobs are going to become part-time jobs. But let's get the millionaire, boy. Let's get him because, let's round them up. I have an idea. Let's lock them up. I hate them. Now I feel better. Where's my potato chips? He listens to this program, obviously, or he used to. I just finished talking about the dire situation in this nation economically, financially, constitutionally. And what does he do? This left-right stuff. What's the problem with raising taxes on millionaires? I'm thinking, did he just miss something? No. His brain functions differently than mine, to the extent it functions at all. It just doesn't kick in. And it's never going to kick in. And this is a very powerful allure. Jealousy is a very powerful allure. And that's what class warfare is about. And you can see all the buildings around you could be burning, right? And this guy would be talking about, well, where's my check? I didn't know where or he'd be saying, oh, get the millionaires, get the billionaires. I'm thinking to myself, you know what? We talk about millionaires and billionaires. We don't even know who they are. We don't even know what they're doing. We don't even know what they're doing to create all this wealth, except for the fact that obviously there's some kind of service or product that we want, or they wouldn't be millionaires and billionaires unless they're a Kennedy or a Rockefeller or a Kerry who inherited it or married into it. All millionaires and billionaires aren't alike. All businesses aren't alike. All poor people aren't alike. And yet we talk the talk of the Marxists, don't we? Class warfare. Yeah, yes, we do.